In the next few videos that I'm going to be sharing here, I want to highlight how you can become more aware of your stress response, your actual body and your brain going into a stress response or having a stress response. And many of you have heard of the fight, flight, freeze. That's when our sympathetic nervous system is highly activated. And what happens is a lot of us can be in a chronic state of stress, which in nowadays in our life, in our culture, we seem to have a lot of stress coming, a lot of stressful events coming at us. And we have found through the practice of yoga, breath work, and also neuroscience, and this is where the two merge, that we can actually hack into the stress response in our brain and in our body. And what we want to do is activate more of the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps to lower our blood pressure, lowers our heart rate. It helps us to relax. And there should be an up and down of the sympathetic nervous system pathway and the parasympathetic nervous system pathway throughout the day. But like I said, a lot of us stay in the state of being highly stressed. Now, I'm not suggesting I can eliminate your stressful events, but what I can do is give you some tools in order to help you calm down, first to recognize your stress response and calm down your nervous system. That in itself will have huge benefits for your health. One of the primary reasons that people have been going to the doctor recently in the last few years is because of stress. And we have tools that we can use. One of the tools that I'd like to share today is using our voice and our throat area for activating a particular nerve. It's a cranial nerve 10 called the vagus nerve. And that really is directly correlated. Once we activate the vagus nerve and it's innervated along our throat area, in our mouth, throat area, and down in the thoracic area as well, that when we activate the vagus nerve, our parasympathetic nervous system is activated. So how cool is that? All right, so one of the first techniques, I'm going to share it with you now. Why do we focus on the throat area and making certain sounds, and how would that actually stimulate the vagus nerve? I am a speech language pathologist, so my area of focus is really in the throat area, the pharyngeal, laryngeal area, the voice. I do work with people with voice disorders, as well as being a health coach and the calm coach. That's how I like to explain how I help people as a coach, as a health and life coach. But back to the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve has fiber, or is innervated in the laryngeal, which is the voice box, and the pharyngeal, which is the area in the back of the throat towards the esophagus. So it's not the trachea, it's not going to the lungs, it's behind it, between the spine and the trachea. There's the pharyngeal, that when you chew and swallow, the swallow is activated in the pharyngeal area, and that goes down to the esophagus. The laryngeal area is the trachea, top of the trachea, and where the vocal cords are located. And that's the laryngeal process. And when we activate and create sounds in this area, and I'll show you the technique, we can activate the vagus nerve because it's innervated, meaning the nerves from the vagus nerve, they branch out and go towards the laryngeal area and the pharyngeal area. So it's pretty cool. The first voice or throat or sound technique to activate the vagus nerve is making a sound called, it's like a V sound. So you're putting your top teeth on your bottom lip like you're making the V sound, like V. And you take a big breath, fill up your lungs, and make the sound and empty out. Okay, I could go longer. The deeper the breath that you take, the deeper the inhale, the longer you can go. So what you don't want to do are short inhale. That's not what this is. This is, and you noticed I closed my eyes because we want to get in a quiet state beforehand. So I would recommend 5 to 10 rounds. So my hands are on my lap, my feet are flat on the floor. I'm actually just sitting in an office chair. You don't have to sit down on the ground like a yogi crossing your legs, but sit comfortably with your legs relaxed, and your palms can be facing down or facing upward. You're taking a big inhale, and let's do 2 rounds, okay? So you're going to inhale through the nose, deep breath, fill up the lungs. And as you exhale, let the sound come gently through the lip and the top 2 teeth. Inhale again. Try one more. Deep inhale. All right, there you go. What I found, and maybe you found this, after I did it a couple more times, I settled in. And notice after you do the rounds, just sit there and notice maybe tingly, you feel a little more tingly, maybe more awake, more calm. And that is because of the vibration that you've created all in this throat and nasal area and mouth area with this sound, the VU sound. The second technique is chanting. I am not going to start chanting right now, but think of it like singing. And chanting, there's many cultures, and actually in yoga, we do have some chanting, certain practices. I just wanted to let you know that this is another area that can really calm the nervous system. Another way to calm the nervous system is by chanting. Some people may say the sound Om, Om over and over. So that is a possibility. Maybe you want to try that out, or maybe you've been interested in something like that. The next technique is called the Bhramari breath. And there's actually a type of yoga called Nada Yoga, and it's the sound and healing aspects of yoga. And this is from this type of yoga. A cute term for it is called the bumblebee breath. And I really, really love this one. It's easy to do, and there's 2 placements, 2 hand placements. So first off, you're going to be really creating a humming sound like the bee. So, okay, and the sound can be any pitch. You could try a lower pitch, or a higher, or something in between. As always, you're going to take a big inhale, gently close your lips, and hum. And the hum actually will then, it vibrates from the vocal cord, the laryngeal area, all the way up through the nose. So we will start by doing 5 rounds of that. A nice big inhale, and on the exhale, a long hum. And the next one that we'll do is a hand placement that I'll show you after we've done that. You could do this as an alternate. It just depends on your comfort level. Why bumblebee breathing or the Bhramari breath is so helpful is it helps to calm and balance the nervous system, because it does activate the vagus nerve, and it's been shown to help with memory, focus, and critical thinking. Because as we become more calm, we can become more alert. That is really helpful for our brain and our body. So let's do the technique. Again, your feet are planted on the ground. Your hands can be placed on your lap, or the palms can be facing upward or downward. So I'm going to keep my eyes closed, and I'm taking a big inhale through the nose, and then a hum. Inhale. Inhale. Keep going. Just make sure that your jaw is relaxed. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Inhale. One more. Gently keep your mouth closed and inhale, exhale through the nose. Just gently become aware of how you feel. And you can sit that way for a while after. It's a good way if you're starting meditation, or if you want to add that in, to meditate right after doing that breathing. I'm going to show you another way to do this bumblebee breathing. So some people like to they want to close off the ears in order to create more of a sound internally. And you'll know what I mean when you try it. And it may be for you, or it may not be. You'll still get the benefits doing the first way that we did it just now. But the second way is your hand, the fingers are going to come on the top of your head just for resting, okay? And I'm just going to show you on this ear. So I'm taking, this is my right hand and my right ear, and there's this little cartilage here on the ear. So you're not putting your thumb in the ear. You're actually just gently pushing on the cartilage. And what happens is it closes the ears. It will close the ears, okay? So if you'll feel like you're in a cave. So you take a big inhale, and we're just going to do 2 rounds of this. I'm going to take an inhale and gently push to close my ears as I hum out. Same thing, okay? So I'm closing my eyes, my feet are planted. Inhale through the nose. Close the ears with the thumbs. Inhale, release the ear a little. Close the ear. Release the hands, place them on the lap. And again, just notice what you feel here. Another technique that has been shown to activate the vagus nerve is yawning. Because again, it opens up this area of the neck that is innervated by the vagus nerve. I hope you found this helpful, and please subscribe and share with a family member or a friend who you think would find this beneficial. Where I would use this, of course, if I'm going to a meeting, I'm not going to sit here like this. But if I'm going in between meetings, or I'm feeling a little stress response activating, you can hum. You can hum. People will just maybe wonder why you're humming, but know that when you do that, and when some people, if you notice, they do hum like a maybe that helps them to relax a bit. You have used this technique. Put it in the comments below. Let me know what you think of it, and look out for some new techniques that I'll be sharing in the weeks to come. Take care, everyone. Namaste.